Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here with the Resident Evil 3 demo. Obviously I'm waiting for it to load up right here. It's been a minute since I've done any sort of recording gaming-wise, so I apologize for like the crappy setup. I'm on my couch, I'm not even sitting in my gaming chair, so there's a lot that I need to actually work on. So obviously I'm super excited for this. Also, there's a lot to talk about currently with the way the world is right now and viruses and whatnot. So it'll be really interesting to see how things play out because I really want this game. I'm hoping it doesn't get delayed. Just a picture on the left disappears. Good enough. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just gonna hit yes. It's probably, yeah. I'm like, it's probably something RE data related, which I haven't been on in forever. What's happening with my audio? I think, yeah, okay. I had to make sure. So I have a new setup because my friend made me a desktop. So I have a new monitor now, so I can actually like see what's recording and look at my TV. Because before it was just like, I hope this works. I don't know what's happening. We'll see what happens, but I'm still kind of hoping for the Resident Evil thing. Okay, you can still do the reticle color. Yeah. This new plague is spreading at a terrifying rate. I bet it is. Embedding itself in the corpses already shambling the city streets. Jill has encountered immense difficulties in her attempt to escape the city, but in her most desperate moment, she was rescued by an unknown man named Carlos. I'm glad I was able to see that. Also, that poster was a little bit blocky for me. This game looks really good.
This fine young lady could use our help.
This looks better than 2.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
I may have mentioned this before, by the way, because with this being the demo, I'm going to go through all this when I eventually get to my Let's Play. It still bugs me that it's Service and not Squad. I think Squad sounds so much better. And it was retconned to become Service. The Special Tactics and Rescue Squad was the original name, and then Service is what it was changed to. And Squad is so much better.
100,000 civilians
Personal opinion,
wind up dead.
of course.
Correction, undead.
You know.
My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can. If
I'm kind of surprised.
Get the subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help.
I guess that's who was standing there. I'm like, whoever that is in the background is standing like a zombie right now. And it's funny, I don't mind talking over all this because it's a demo. It almost helps save the cutscene for when I actually play the game. And I'll probably just be like dead silent when I actually watch it for real.
It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Carlos looks awesome. It'll be interesting to see his old outfit in like the new style and like what they're gonna do with his hair and everything. Because he looks totally different.
Contact.
I know what a radio is.
Okay, first things first.
So, okay.
We need to get you geared up.
Okay, Jill looks
Head up
cool.
to street level.
She's got the
You'll
blue.
find supplies there.
All right.
Okay, so.
Shit, Captain.
Cool.
They really took a chunk out of you.
Nothing that...
There's so many things. Oh, I just thought of that. I don't know if this is timed. I forgot to look that part up. Alright, you know what? Maybe I'll do some walking around a bit. Because I don't know if this is actually timed or not. Okay, I got that. Oh, there it is. Oh, that looks really weird going backwards, but okay. It's an automatic button, which I figured it was going to be anyway. I could just take that right there, but of course not. Sure, let's go on this side first. This is funny. It reminds me of, it actually reminds me of Resident Evil 3. If you're at the restaurant, there's a poster that says like Biohazard 4 on it, and obviously that was way before, you know, RE4 actually came out. Cool Terminator reference, Alien reference as well. That's cool. Oh, these are 2 different movies, but it's the same. He will find his target. Terminator, Alien. That's pretty cool. I like that. Freak Cinema 1998. Astro Crunch. I also saw in the Tyrant of the Deep. I think it was either the demo trailer or the final release trailer. I saw that, you know, they have like the new little statues in the game that you can shoot and stuff like that. Oh man. All right, so it's the same thing. So what I was gonna mention, her outfit, I would have to look back because I totally forgot now. But one of the big things, creepy clown, how about that? One of the big things as far as Resident Evil 3 goes was the inventory system. Okay, so we have to go this way. Cool. Also, sorry if this is boring, but it's like my first experience. All I want to do is look at everything, but I should probably go through because who knows if it's time. But the big thing with her character for Resident Evil 3 was the inventory system, and getting on the train is where you find the extra inventory slot. It was like, oh man, that's kind of what those look like hanging off her back, but I do believe that that's there from the beginning. That scared me. Honestly, that got me. I think this is, well, I mean, I know this newsstand, or this whole section is almost like a hub, which I find very interesting. It really changes things around a bit. Top right front page. Why does that make me think of the mansion from 7? The Cannibal Murders, a complete digest. And you know what? Yeah, I'll read it now. In the gray of the morning on September 25th, a frantic caller telephoned the RPD to report an assault. A man described as disheveled like a vagrant was attacking a passerby north of the Lambs Museum of Art. Responding officers discovered the mutilated corpse of a woman by some dumpsters nearby. Dozens of bite marks covered her body, and she had been dismembered, I'm regular sick, by the way, suggesting she had been eaten, the third known incident of its kind to occur in Raccoon City this month. So who done it? You never see that in writing. That would be interesting. Who's been munching on man steak? That seemed like something you would actually read on the internet, because it was like, it went from like, oh, this thing happened and disheveled in the reports, and then, so who done it? Who's been munching on man steak? We here at News Comment have a gnawing feeling. Yeah, well, that's actually very news-like, where they do the stupid puns, so that kind of fits. We here at News Comment have a gnawing feeling that the so-called cannibal disease patients Spencer Memorial has been providing free treatment for since August might not be settling for just the cafeteria food. Our reports have infiltrated Spencer Memorial, asked the tough questions, and come back with horror stories that will make your stomach royal. Interesting. Turn the page for the scoop. And that's it. I genuinely don't think I've ever seen that word R-O-I-L, royal, before. And that, I was like, huh. I don't know if that was supposed to be roll, or I don't know every word, but
Working on it.
it's only 4
So what's the
letters. You'd
plan?
think I'd know
The
that
op
one.
tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll
Cool,
navigate
she
you
got
to the
her badge.
substation
That's
once
pretty
you hit
sweet.
the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
Cool. So I like the new design. I will say that. That was a big thing for me when it came to, so she did, oh, there we go. When it came to, interesting. Oh, I like that. Huh. That's a cool mechanic. Okay, it makes it more dangerous. I like that idea. That's very interesting. I also like these right here because I need that, and well, actually, I could just combine those, but it's fine. Gunpowder. Good times. So, they moved it. It's in the thing. Oh my goodness, that's cool. I assume that this is the clock puzzle. It has the colors. I mean, it has to be that. It's the only thing that makes sense. This little guy right here. Look at him with this little blinks and everything. Yeah. UBCS Herb Field Manual. There's no place in the UBCS for pipsqueaks who crawl back to base every single time they get scratched up. You want somebody to kiss your boo-boo? Go someplace else. Here in the big leagues, we mix our own meds, so get these recipes memorized. High potency mixture, 2 herbs, maximum green-red, or 3 green. First aid spray. Can't make these yourself. Grab them if you see them. That should do it. Now let's get this done and then go grab a beer. This is so cool. Okay. Alright, got all the generic stuff. Quick turn. Although... Interesting. Okay. Should probably switch. Oh man, this is cool. I just like looking at everything, so I should get out of here. But I know once I go out, then I'll start getting distracted by like combat. But gotta get into it.
Poor survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
So I'm curious exactly how far into the game this really is. It didn't work like I wanted to. Okay, that's fine. Also, I would assume. Whoops. I always did suck at that. Like as soon as I get into it, I just. Are you dead? Nope. So, oh, okay. Now I get what just happened. I should probably watch my back. So, I think you actually have to hit something. But if you hit something, maybe it has to be alive. So when I did it with the box, I noticed that she jumped backwards when she like hit with the knife. I think you actually have to like hit something, and I think she flips it. Like she'll like do it like that. She'll stab straight, and it seemed like she flipped it like that and then like stabbed down or something happened. Where she crap. Oh, okay. I have to go that way. I have to look over here first. Bookshop, giant head, toy uncle, aim set. Oh, the umbrella posters. Okay. Stagla gas station. Oh my goodness. I can just tell. It's funny. It's so updated and it's also so incredibly different. But as soon as you see it, it's just like, those are the Resident Evil 3 alleys. This is what Raccoon City looks like. Like, just that brown and like the planks and stuff. It's dumb and it's so simple. It's an alleyway. But it looks specific enough to where I'm instantly like, I see Resident Evil 3. Instead of this random zombie we're coming up on, I think of that alleyway that you walk down where you first see like the crazy spider creatures, which I always forget the name of those things. Which I think there's two, yeah? I can't see. Nothing. Crap. Ugh. Just the lighting on that looks really good. Oh, that looks like the zombie from 2, where you like lift the head up and his like jaw falls off. I thought that was a giant eyeball. That creeped me out. I was like, just seeing that at first, it was just like, that was creepy. I assume they're gonna knock this gate down, and then we're gonna blow up the. Oh, here we go. So, okay, huh? Well, that's really interesting. Thank you for that. So that's really interesting because actually, I'll do this too. It seemed like it took forever with the box. I thought that was a mechanic because
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue.
I thought that was going to be a mechanic to make the game a little bit scarier and tougher, where it's like, oh, you go in, you have to stab boxes multiple times in order to get the items.
Fuck you.
And here we go. I love how that zombie like climbed all the way up and the other one was just like, I'm just gonna push it, dude. What are you doing up there? Keep it simple and back away slowly. And then we do this. Alright, so this is a lot of the demo stuff, because I know what to do here. classic frame rate deal when they're like super far away. I wonder. It's hard to tell if anything's actually over there. Oh, it's just, oh, there's something. Okay. Oh, that's very interesting. So now you can. Oh my goodness. All that's in my head is like, how different is Raccoon City gonna be? Oops. Oh, okay, you guys are dead. Maybe. This. Oh, I think they need this key. Alright, worth a shot. Bolt cutters, classic. Not that I'm really gonna. Yeah, I should just combine this stuff. I wonder if they'll keep it. So that was another thing. Obviously, it was a decent complaint for Resident Evil 2. You don't have music. So I'm hoping that that's not. I thought the bolt cutters would work on that too. But I'm hoping that we do get to have. Alright, well, if that's the case, we need to go back this way because. Actually. Let's see what's up here. So I hope they do end up keeping the music because that would be great. This also looks like the scaffolding for from 2 is what I was about to say. Drugstore owner's journal. This new hair tonic from Umbrella is just flying off the shelves. The stuff they make always works wonders, so it's no surprise. I was counting on this and ordered a huge shipment. My instincts are paying off, literally. I just know sales will continue to rise as word gets out. That said, the string of violent incidents on the news has me worried. Maybe I ought to invest in a good safe to hold all this cash that's rolling in. September 2nd. The new safe is just perfect. Nobody knows the code, not even my wife. It's a secret between me and my beautiful Aquacure queen, and she'd never give it up for a thief. I kind of just want to walk through this whole thing. This is a weird. Gross. Had to check. What the F is happening? That looks like the bar. Oh, I wonder if they oh my goodness, okay. This is more than I was anticipating. I thought it was, this was actually one of the curious things. What is Raccoon City going to be like? What is traversal going to be like? Where can I go? Where can't I go? How are things linked and looped? And more, potentially. It's too dark to be dealing with that. Okay, so this is the Jesus Christ. Alright, yeah. Alright, that took a fairly long time. Okay. Can't get behind the counter. Oh, cool. That should make, yeah, shotgun shells. Oh, this is very interesting. Aquacure. Alright. What is this at? Hold up, I'm gonna hear this song. Nope, I suck. So, big question, I think, is can I hit the man, his face. Oh crap, I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. I think I just died. Oh, okay. Screen changes color. That's interesting. Alright. 918. So that song was Daybreak, in case you didn't hear it. I just... Okay, I don't need to go that way. I don't know what's gonna, like, end the demo. That's what I'm, like, worried. Okay, 15 minutes, alright. Like, I don't know what's gonna end the demo. I don't know how far I can go. I don't know where I can go. Weird. Jesus, I totally forgot about that. Okay. I would dodge, like, right into the corner. Maybe. Okay. That was not correct. Okay. Unless it was supposed to be like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I totally did it wrong. Of course I did. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be like, oh. No. I think it's just this. Because I think that's how I kept screwing up in the first one. Is that I thought, or in 2 I should say. I thought you had to do it like real life and go like all the way around. And then it was like, no, you just have to go like to the numbers. So now I'm too invested. I have to see what's in this freaking safe. Okay. Alright, so far. Oh my goodness, this guy. So that doesn't seem to matter. Unless it's specifically for, like falling to the ground. Perhaps? Oh, I didn't have a crucifix. 918, not 1. Alright. So I'm gonna have to get used to this. As far as the slight differences are what I have to really get used to. That is going to be an interesting thing to play around with. But I'm excited to do it, for sure. Alright, so do this the right way. There we are. Visually, it looks better. Oh. Well, that was fast. Yeah, this definitely must be later in the game. I do wonder how far, though, because... Let's see, you first meet up with Carlos and the crew. Dang, do I go this way? Do I feel like there's so many options. Alright, we'll just go this way. Let's see what's it. You know what? I know I kept hearing something weird. There's another bobblehead in here. I don't know why I'm looking for this thing. There we go. Like it doesn't even matter. I'm playing the demo. I don't need to be concerned with it. Okay. Ooh. Maybe I made this jump a little too bad. Oh, come on. I thought I had that. I feel like... crap. Okay. I feel like with this being... We'll say... What? I definitely didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I was trying to just go to the door. Oh! Something useful. Yes. Thank you. So... I feel like with where this demo seemingly takes place, potentially 30 or so minutes into the game, probably more than that, because I think it takes 30 minutes just in the normal game by itself, more than, let's see, okay, I would say it takes more than 30 minutes just to go through flashbacks, I can't use it either, alright, oh wait, nope, that's maxed out. Yeah, dang, this sucks. Wow, and now I got this stupid thing on me, which I didn't even mean to pick up. There's another one here. Oh, there we are. Oh. So, with the placement of this demo, sorry, I keep pausing because I'm trying to. Heck. This is way too dark.
This must be the subway company's offices.
Ooh, donuts. Oh, nobody got to eat a single donut. I almost find that impossible. It's open and not eaten? Impossible.
Nothing.
Yeah. Kite Bros Railway Manual. Ensuring safe subway operations. In the event of a power outage, the subway will automatically cease operations. Once power has been restored, please use the control panel to confirm the stations at which the train will stop, as well as which track segments will be used. If the route entered is unsafe, an error will occur and operations will not resume. Oh, and it's so dark in here. But, is it? Okay, I'm like, what is that? Just like cleaning supplies? I guess it makes the world more alive. With where we are, seemingly in the game. Of course. You know what? Let's play with this one. Woo! Gross, but awesome. It's right into the fray, which I like, but it's also a little overwhelming in a weird way. Let's see. Oh, I'm stupid. It's funny, like, coming back to it, because I haven't played 2. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay, there. Oh! Oh, crap. Oh! Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, crap. This is... I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for this. Hey, they got the roll. There we go. I should have picked up that grenade. Okay. Ooh, look how he runs. Look how fast he... Oh, I missed you. He's way too fast. This is... Oh. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Water hose, water hose, water hose. I don't know how... Oh, I'm dying. I am about to be dead now. And... Okay, let's... Oh. Okay. A little taste. I guess that was it. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm having flashbacks. I feel like I'm hearing footsteps. And it's like he disappeared. I think it was like a taste for the demo. And it was just like, oh yeah, this is where he's gonna show up. And it messed me up a little. Now I'm having flashbacks. I'm like, I hear stuff, but I don't know. And this is... Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I made a mistake. She's gonna die now. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button, too. Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah, she's dead. This is it. This demo is over. I don't know how... You know what? He can disappear. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this, and then he disappears. Okay. You know what? That's perfectly fine. That is more than okay right now.
Gotta put this out.
It is what it is. I won't go back. I'm not going back. I'm just gonna... Next time. Next time.
Here.
Sorry. I'm gonna assume this is the end of the demo. Unless I'm about to just get... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That scared the crap out of me. Wow, there's $20 in the demo? Oh my goodness. See, that's why I wanted to walk around more. But I was like, I don't know where to go. Like, do I do this? Do I do that? I assume...
There's so many.
Brad Vickers.
My God. No! They're gonna get through!
Send somebody who's capable of getting me the hell out of here.
What was that?
Sorry, I'm not saying much. I just want to... Oh, there he is.
You're all right.
Yeah, all right.
Oh.
Stretch.
She knows him. Like, for real, for
Stop
real.
and do what? I got your back.
Maybe we get to see him more than once. That would be cool.
Cloak sticky. You better hurry. Sorry.
Hey, I'm liking this more and more.
Let's do this.
Man, they're totally gonna do it. Man, people said it from the very beginning. Like, these giant holes in the wall in the RPD are really weird. I'm not gonna do that right now. Although I got mine pre-ordered. I really hope this real life virus doesn't delay the game. It's currently, well, by the time this comes out, it'll probably won't be like Saturday or something. And I'm gonna double this out. We're gonna do this twice. How many trailers do we get? Oh, we get all of them. Yeah. So it is the day before the release of Doom and Animal Crossing. Or I guess technically today is the release date of Doom, because for those of you that didn't know this, and obviously this will be late, but because of the coronavirus, one of the big things that happened was, so I have my giant setup in the way so I can't see the bottom corner.
We need to get you geared up.
But yeah, because of the coronavirus, Doom was released early at GameStop to avoid the like crazy crowds from both Doom as well as Animal Crossing fans. So I'm really hoping that nothing happens with Resident Evil. I have mine at Best Buy, so if Best Buy shuts down, I'm screwed.
Working on it. So what's the
But
plan?
The old tax got me
I
clearing
really
tracks.
hope that
You might get
things
the
were.
subway
I hope
infrastructure
because
back
the whole
online.
point is like
And
everyone's
how do
like
I do
shut
that?
down until April. That's been like the whole thing. I hope that works. I honestly hope that that works.
Copy that.
I'm
Let's do this
currently
fast.
still working. Oh, you can't do it yet. I'm currently still working. There's like no one really at my job right now, so it's like me and like 5 other people. That's weird. Okay, I thought that was a whole mechanic. Like they made it harder to pop boxes with the knives to make it more of a challenge. Like you have to use the bullets to get them. I don't know why I even picked that up just now. So that's really interesting. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, I was right. She just did it. She totally just flipped the knife. Nice. All right, I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes she'll do it, and sometimes she'll like flip it and jump backwards. It's weird. But yeah, I'm currently still at work. There's like no one in the offices. It's like maybe a dozen people in the building total. And I can't do work from home, but I'm still just waiting. I'm like, all we do is I walk around wiping surfaces for the couple of people that are actually still in the building. So it's really weird. I thought for sure I'd be able to go there. But yeah, it's really weird times right now. I love that you can just keep replaying this demo. Obviously, there's a ton. Whoopsie, forgot about you. Nope, thought I could pull it off. Nope. I gotta master that. I gotta figure it out. Okay, that. Okay, so these keys, I assume are unlockable, or the locks, I should say. Keys. I assume the locks are unlockable. I'm sure there's a key. Maybe you have to go through it multiple times to
Carlos,
pull it
I've
off.
reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big
Press the button.
transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle.
No, I don't want. Oh, there it is. Okay, I have to pause it then. This also feels a little weird that they have 2 cutscenes so close together. It just seems odd to me. Right. Keep forgetting that I have to actually do this. But yeah, I hope nothing ends up happening. I hope things just work out for us, and obviously, I hope we don't end up looking at the world like this and people I mean, I don't think people are just gonna like die in their cars, like, you know, crash into buildings and crazy wild stuff like that. But I mean, you've heard the toilet paper news. People are being real dumb about stuff, and it's getting real crazy out here. So, go up this way. Ah, this is so interesting. Things so connected and. It's like all the way on the other side. Okay. Nope. Crazy times. It's just really what. Wow. I think it's because I did it wrong. So I'm hoping the game doesn't get delayed. I would love to be able to play it day one and actually have it and just enjoy it. And my plan was always to just take the day off. So I hope that that still ends up being the case, where it's just like, you know, I go back to work and there you are. Dang, I suck. Just in case. But yeah, I really hope that things just go back to normal. That's what I really want. I mean, I think that's what everybody wants. Just keep it simple. Don't think, I forgot about him. Like, so, alright, I should just get bit and see what happens, because I feel like there's literally no purpose to that. Yeah, and this was only for this, but I think there was something. Yeah, I got good ammo. Oh. Definitely on my left. At least it sounds like it's on my left. Nope. I wonder. They probably just keep records for. I don't want to loop that way. Yes, actually, I should just bring them all over my way. Ooh, okay, I didn't think that was like that. Screw it. Ah, darn it. Of course. All right. Well, I'm really enjoying this new Raccoon City. I gotta stop trying to go for headshots. Could be wrong, but it seems like they took out that little stun that used to be there whenever you hit people in the legs. And that used to seem like a real automatic thing to me. Suddenly it's gone. I might as well drop the knife. I'm not, it's, you know. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Nothing. Really? That's cool. You can see how many shots you have left. Just crabs. I just want to walk around. Like, that's all I want to do is just, like, keep walking around. I wonder if you can actually kill them with that if you do it enough times. I don't know where I want to go. I want to go everywhere. I just want to see everything. Oops, that sucked. Gross. But very cool. Alright, loop back around this way. Try to remember where the heck I honestly don't remember where the bolt cutters are. Okay. I'm like, I don't think I killed him. Oh. No, it really would have sucked if there were zombies. Like, if they walked up the scaffolding. Ooh, oh my goodness. This guy, every time. Shotgun. Shoot. This guy. Wait, no. Yes. Alright, so we do this. Go down the alleyway. Open up the second gate. These. If I remember right, somewhere in here was the a special gunpowder. Oh, a hand grenade, that also works. Moss gunpowder. I'll wait. I don't remember where that special gunpowder is at all now. Well, it's getting worse and worse these past few days. Got a shotgun for when it hits a breaking point. Locking it up in the gun rack. That should keep it safe from any would-be looters while I go out and try to find some more shells. Things go south, put the chain and cut the chain. So I'm like, put the chain. Cut the chain and bust out that sucker. I pray we all make it out alive. They never do. Never do. I wonder if it's gonna be small keys again. Like in like the Resident Evil. I was like, I keep hearing this noise. What is that? You know, I'll just wait until I can find. Well, I don't really need that, I guess, because I don't have to like end the demo at the actual ending. I just need to see everything.
Huh. Nothing.
All right. The impossibly full thing of donuts. I'll just go ahead and get the handgun ammo now, or the gunpowder, I should say, and make it handgun ammo. And it's so interesting. Like going right into it is so weird, though. Pardon me, sir. Oh, blew your leg off. Okay. I find it interesting the way that that looks. It's literally like a spotlight right on it. Well, I wonder if there are dogs in the demo. There are not. Well, I could still be wrong. What have we here? Oh. Okay, so we had a little alleyway. There's somehow 20 of these freaking things. I'm not gonna search all the way around for them. I don't care enough, to be totally honest. But this is fun. I like this. I like this little segment here. Wow. I wonder if they nerfed the knife, or if they kept that in, because people are totally still gonna use that for the speedruns. This guy. Ooh, oh, okay. I was like, I really suck. I can't seem to take him down. I got 4 shots left. Let's see if we can activate Nemesis the other way, actually. I was just about to say, I think I just shot half his face off. Ooh, this one was that. Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute to perfect. Actually pick that up or not? I did. It's gonna take me a minute. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, that's a different one. That is a different one. Okay. It's gonna take me a minute to perfect the oh crap. That was perfect timing to test that. Didn't get my little slow motion move in, but it'll be interesting to see exactly how that works gameplay wise. Oh, neat. I have to remember that when I'm playing the game. For real. And this, I don't think Aquacure is the name of the the little virus deal in 3 originally, like when you have to watch the stuff on the TV. I forgot what it's called, but I don't think it's called Aquacure. But this definitely makes me think of that whenever I'm in, you know, I'm in a little pharmacy. What in the world is happening here? Get it. Just in case. Alright. So I'm really enjoying this. I like how connected everything is. Ooh, I totally forgot all that. Oh, crap. I'd like to actually go this way if you want to come out. Okay, that was her from the stairs. She followed me. Ah. Maybe that's automatic. Maybe even in the main game, that's what happens there. Because I just want to go back that way, but I don't think you're allowed to. Oh. I thought I heard another. I do. Look at you. Sneaky. Oh, alright. Yeah, I think we're just, yeah, we have to go the Nemesis way. But, speaking of Nemesis, going back to that whole mess of terror, they threw in some Resident Evil 4 type stuff, which I like. I think that's really cool. Okay, never mind then. That failed. I understand. I understand my failures. Oop. Oh, he has a screen now. You know, because this is how you should play. You knock him down, and then you run, and we'll see if he can be impacted by lightning. Okay, so it's just like 2. You get your time once you do some good damage. Seems like even more time actually, which makes sense considering he has more moves and he moves a lot back. He runs. He doesn't like do the cool like let me speed up a little bit for you. Oh, okay, thank goodness. That really scared me. I'm like, oh, he walked right through that crowd. I'm like, did her face just change? Oh crap, I think he's up. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh wow, he hit him with like a martial arts spin. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. I'm not gonna go through and try to, you know, yeah, standard weapon is you just keep running. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for me. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. I feel like with all of these doors, or with all of these little locks right here, I feel like there has to be a key that I'm missing somewhere. You know, like, I just feel like there's something in this demo that I'm missing. And I could be wrong, but there are also 20 little, there are also, 20 of these freaking little mannequin, little bobbleheads. I could not think of the word, but you know, there's 20 freaking bobbleheads as well. So it's like, there's probably something here that I just don't have. Some tiny little thing that I'm missing. Some little small point where there's a key. But I like this. I mean, I knew I'd like it. It's interesting to play. I would say the most interesting thing about this compared to the Resident Evil 2 demo is that the Resident Evil 2 demo was the beginning. So, and it was pretty much like literally the beginning of the game. Like it cut out the gas station and the little segment where you run through the city, but it was basically the very beginning of the game. It's like when you first meet Brenna and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's something about it's just something about it's more interesting. It's just interesting to jump in where it's like clearly. Ooh, gotcha. Oh, looks like a glowing butthole. Okay. Ooh, holy crap. Let me just. Whoops. Ooh, okay. Hold on a second. God's sake. Dick. Okay, cool. I love how he reacts. He's like, "Ooh, this hurts. This is painful." Ah, gross. You know what? I'm not even gonna. What? Okay, they shoot stuff. Alright. I really thought I could do it. I suck. I'm gonna have to figure that part out for sure. But that's definitely interesting. Wait till they come bolting up the stairs. If I could, screw it. And there he is. just to officially end it myself on my own terms, and not get like punched straight through my effing face. And then I just turn around and it's like, BAM! Let's see what happens actually. Ooh. I like. Gross. I love that. It's like mini Birkins is the best way I can really think about it. Like, you know, you see like the little bit of glowing eyes. I wanted to handle my terms, I'm sorry. And he just punches you repeatedly. Like, he just won't stop. He's like, you know what? You know what's gonna happen here? Look at him. Alright, that explains how we disappeared last time. He just Spider-Man into nothingness. Oh no, that would be the way back. That's not a secret thing. I just wanted to like look a little bit more, but I don't want to die. I want to like win in a sense, so I'll end it here. As he goes through the wall. Looks amazing, by the way. Like just the way he looks. That's why they use that for the trailer. Like the blue lighting behind him. Fantastic. This was really good. This is a really fun demo. 7 out of 20 that time. I'm gonna definitely go on YouTube and watch somebody like take the time to go through all of them and stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I'm super happy to see RPD is coming into play. Like people were totally right about that. You get to go through as Nemesis chases you and he blows through the walls and stuff. We get to meet Brenna. That should be awesome. And then there's just so many little things that I'm curious about because like this portion, is that gonna lead into the clock tower? Is that gonna be like part 2 of the game? Obviously the kendo stuff seems like you meet him more than once. What's the very beginning of the game gonna be like? What is this segment? Because he's in the game more. I can't remember that guy's name, but that's also really cool. There's just so many things where it's like, what's about that? What's the new canon for Resident Evil now because of this game? So I'm very excited for this. I'm looking forward to the multiplayer. I can't even think Resistance. So I am looking forward to that. I am curious how that's gonna end up playing out. I would also like to know, because I didn't really mention it, but there was no Resident Evil. It didn't even say Resident Evil. It was like just blank, and I'm like, no. So I'm really hoping that's not the case. And they say Resident Evil. They don't have to say Resident Evil 3 because the original Resident Evil 3 never said it, and I don't think they ever said the numbers until. Excuse me. I don't think they say it in 7. 5 may have been the first one to say it on an odd number because they always said it for like the even numbers. It was always Resident Evil 2, and then 3 came out and it was just Resident Evil, and then 4 came out and they do. I believe they say Resident Evil 4. 6 they say it in the opening video, but not at the start screen. So it's really weird. Like you can technically hear it every time you start the game, but it's not on like the start screen when you press start and then it goes into it. You have to watch the little opening video to hear them say Resident Evil 6. So that's weird. It's super weird that they didn't put it in the Resident Evil 2 remake. That was just really weird because it was so odd not to hear them say it with the numbers. So that was weird. Um, but I hope they say it. You gotta at least say have the voice go, Resident Evil. Like it's just weird without it. But I'm very happy. I cannot wait to see what we officially get when this game releases. What we're gonna get costume wise. I wanted this for the last game, and I'm sure they're not gonna do it for this one because they don't give a crap. But what I want are the alternate costumes redone. Like I just want the old stuff. The one thing that I think would be like the craziest secret if they actually put it in the game would be if they put the Dino Crisis costume in the game again and they like upgrade it. That would mean we're getting Dino Crisis. I doubt we'll see that, but that would be absolutely amazing if they were like, hey, if you go through the game, and it'll be, I guess it'll have to be different than the original because it was normal and hard, or it was easy and hard. And if you did easy, you can only get 2 costumes, and if you did hard, that's how you could get like all 5, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 5 or 6 costumes in the original. I doubt we'll get all that. I hope we get the 8-bit thing, or well, I shouldn't say 8-bit, but like the old polygon versions. I would love that. That would be amazing if they brought that back. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what other costumes they make for this one as well. Because I think with 2 it was announced before, but with 3 we haven't had anything. At least I haven't looked into it. But typically it's like all over. Like, hey, here are the new costumes, or here are the new alternate costumes. Like 2, we knew the noir stuff was coming in. We knew that they were going to do the original Eliza Walker costume for Claire. So they were like, hey, here's some of the costumes we're gonna do. I think we even knew that they were gonna do a filter. Like if you did the noir version, you could play it with the filter for the characters in black and white. And they haven't had any of that. I haven't seen any videos, and I'm like subscribed to literally one of my channels is based on Resident Evil stuff. So I don't think they've announced any of that. So it'll be interesting when it comes out, and they could do it. I mean, they released the freaking demo 2 weeks before the game, so they might be like, hey, here's just a flood of information on like little costumes and things like that. So obviously we know original Jill, original Carlos, but I would love it if we got like the old PlayStation style version, the blocky characters. That would be great. I don't know. I want that disco costume. That was always like the costume that I was like aspiring to have and unlock when I played the original Resident Evil 3. It was like, I want the disco costume. They will not remake that. But they could do original Resident Evil Jill, and everyone would love that if they did it like in brand new graphics and everything. Because the remake version looks fantastic. Because that game, the graphics on that game are just ridiculous. But that would be really cool. So who knows? We got a couple weeks to wait. Hopefully things real life virus wise die down. But until then we'll just have to wait and see. But this is a good demo. I'm worried about the Nemesis thing and him hitting zombies and transforming them into like mini, extra monsters. I love that concept though, because it makes perfect sense that he could infect them with an enhanced version of the virus and they mutate, and it's like, kind of bringing it backwards, from Resident Evil 4. And it's like, oh, that totally makes sense because any virus can mutate, and then you have, Nemesis, who is the stronger version of the Tyrant, and he's got, the whips and everything. It just makes sense to have that in there. So I love that idea. That's scary because it just makes him, it just makes him even more dangerous. Even when he's not suddenly bursting through walls or dropping from the sky, he's transforming other zombies around you. It just makes them even tougher enemies. So I like that idea. The visuals on them are very interesting, where they like try to swallow your head whole. Kind of made me think of It as well. If you saw a more recent one, the way the visuals look when you go inside the mouth, I'm like, it made me think of It. But I love that. Cool idea. Can't wait to see what other new stuff we get in the game. I'm gonna have to try to master the dodge. Don't know if that'll happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe by the time I get to this point in the game, when it actually releases, I'll be like, okay, I've gotten a bit more accustomed with the controls, and we just have to wait and see what happens. But thanks for checking this out. I hope you guys have checked out the demo yourselves and enjoyed it. I just cannot wait for this game. I'm so excited. Resident Evil 3 is my favorite Resident Evil, so this one is just like, man, I cannot wait to see what they do and what they incorporate from the original, what they don't put in. Something I did notice in the second trailer, I think, when Carlos helps Jill up, she says, "Who are you?" And I think she was going to say, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Which was a reference to Resident Evil 2, because Kendo says that when you first go into his gun shop. He's like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" And they had that, and I was like, oh, that was a reference to 2, but like they cut her off before she says, what are you doing here? Because she knew it was like, oh, this is military guy. Like, who are you? And, you know, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, that's a cool reference. And it was just like this quick little sly reference to Kendo from his original line from Resident Evil 2. So I love that. But very excited. Cannot wait to play this game. Like I said, hope you guys are enjoying the demo. And of course, if you guys have any comments, please put them down in the comment section below. And of course, thanks for watching.
Thank you.